Hey guys, this is a thick-tailed gecko care video. This is just to show you what they need, their cage requirements, and just overall care of them, really. So they feed on medium crickets as adults, because they are insectivores. One's out at the moment. I'll show you him. Yeah, that's the male. Beautiful, beautiful little guys. They max out at around 14 centimeters, and that's a large specimen. That guy's probably 11. So substrate wise, you can go from any substrate. So I'm using sand because it's just what they naturally have in their natural environment, because they are a desert dwelling species. I've got two different types of sand in here. One that is a bit thicker and less fine, and then the bottom stuff, which is the stuff that is lighter. So the stuff up here I keep damp at the moment because it is coming into breeding season, so she'll lay her eggs in here. She'll dig out a burrow. I've got two in here. That's the male, the female is just in there in the Exoterra rocky outcrop hide. But yeah, you have to keep it about 1 inch at least substrate, because they do like to dig around a bit. They like to grip in the sand and run around because they are pretty fast. They like chasing after their food. So yeah, as I was saying before, just feed 3 medium crickets every feed for 1 gecko. I have 2 in here, so that's 6 a feed. For adults, if you've got juveniles, then I'd say 2 crickets, or how much ever they want to eat, even 4. These guys sometimes eat 5 during a feed. I just chuck around 10 in each time, and then the morning after, when they're asleep, I just take the crickets out so they don't bite on them. They do like climbing a bit, so having some rocks or just even a vine would be good in there for them to climb. They'll really enjoy it, and they'll yeah, it'll create their natural environment. It even looks a bit better. These sandstone slabs here just make it look really nice. Got the Exoterra cactus there. They need to stay at around 22 degrees at the least in captivity, and 28 at the most, because if they go any higher than that, it really does cause them to have lots of stress, and like these geckos don't deal with heat quite well, and they could die, and it can cause problems. A hide on the warm side is always a good idea. You can also have a hide on the cool side if you want, but these guys, when I had an option for them for 2 hides, they always were in the warm side anyway. So this side's the warm side. You don't need heat for these guys where I live, but I heat them anyway because it's winter at the moment, and they get the heat from the snake enclosure heat globe. The heat rises, comes out of this hole. That's why the enclosure is half on this hole right here. So this area stays around 17, this area stays around 24, which they seem to like, so I don't mess around with it. And handling wise, you want to let them come onto you, or you can just scoop them up like this. I'm not going to get him because he'll just run away anyway. It's harder with one hand. You don't want to squeeze on their tails because, you know, grab them by the tails, because you run the chance of it falling off. And these guys really do have stunning tails. They've got all little bumps on them. They just look really amazing. What else? They can breed at 10 months old, a year old. Breeding season is spring, like all reptiles. I think that's all I need to tell you. Enclosure size, actually. This one is 2 foot, so 60 centimeters across, basically, and 40 centimeters high by 40 centimeters wide. Oh no, 30 centimeters wide, a foot wide. So thanks for watching, and also you make sure you spray. Well, I spray this side, the cool side, once a night so they can lick the water droplets off, as they do not have a water bowl because they don't really drink out of it anyway. And if your gecko's out and you see it out, just spray it on their head or just drop a few droplets on their head so they can lick it off, so they stay hydrated, because they can't die from being too well, they can die from being too hydrated, but giving a few drops of water can't kill them, can't hurt them, but if they get too dehydrated they will die. So I think that's about it for me. Hope you enjoy, hope you found this video good for some education on the Australian thick-tailed geckos, Underwoodiesaurus millie, and thanks for watching.